you know something, it kind of like deflates all of the possibilities of you actually learning something else. And Einstein says it best when he says, the only thing that interrupts my learning is my education. So don't be way too smart, because some people are way too smart to learn anything. So we want to make sure that you actually are humble enough to learn more information and stuff like that. So some of the things that we may talk to you about tonight is going to be more of a reiteration, and then some of this may be information that you may have never heard before, but consider it as being something that you can actually utilize in the future, okay? So let me go ahead and share my screen and see if we can go ahead and get this party started. All right, Mr. Mott, can you see my screen, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Hey, thank you. Well, yes, absolutely. Congratulations. I want to congratulate each and every one of you for being here, because you have made it to the right place at the right time. And I know a lot of people say that, but I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. You could not be in a better place in a better time to be in this place as well, because the information that we are sharing with you tonight is for this particular time in our lives. It's for this particular situation that we're in right now with all the corona and everything like that. So I want to say congratulations to it. You made it. You made it. I want to have a heart to heart with you as well, because I just, this is not going to be like a really formal. I just want to have a heart to heart with you and kind of like check your pulse, so to speak. I want to talk to the executive directors, or I want to talk to the executive assistant. I want to talk to the stay-at-home moms, those of you who actually have the weight of the family on your shoulders. I want to talk to you tonight. I want to talk to that bus driver, or that Uber driver, that Lyft driver. You know, I want to talk to that hairdresser, or that salon owner, or that barber. I want to talk to that nurse, the one who's actually constantly out there on the front lines, that's battling every situation that's coming her way, and she's not getting paid like a doctor, but she's working even more than a doctor. I want to talk to you as well. I want to talk to that mechanic that's just trying to put a few extra dollars on the table and everything for his family to make ends meet, so to speak. Because some of you are extremely talented, but did you know that you're only getting paid for about 15% of your potential? Yep. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But I tell you what, some of you may be looking for an opportunity or a big break, so to speak. I know when I had my entertainment company, I was looking for a big break. Matter of fact, before I even had my entertainment company, when I was singing and acting and dancing and things of that nature, I was looking for a big break. So maybe that's you that's looking for a big break tonight, as far as your finances are concerned, so you can stop living paycheck to paycheck. Maybe that's you that just want to just be comfortable, so to speak. Or some of you may even want to be wealthy. Some of you want to make millions and millions of dollars. Well, I tell you what, Mr. Dennis, Kelvin, and Clifton, and Mr. Harvey Zay and I, we have something for you. We're going to give you your big break tonight. Yep, I said tonight. You're going to have your big break. Now, see, when I had my entertainment company and everything, sometimes I was looking for that big break, but it left me kind of like on just kind of like stranded, basically. And maybe that was you with your job, so to speak. And maybe they actually had you work for 30, 40, 50 years, and they told you that they was going to give you some type of retirement, but they ended up giving you a severance package. They kind of left you at the edge of the dock, so to speak, stranded. Okay, maybe you're actually thinking about those Medicare bills, or maybe you're thinking about the Social Security that is not going to be there for you. Maybe you're thinking about, you know what, my pension is not going to last as long as I'm going to live. You see, if that's you, they promised you the world, but they left you stranded, so to speak. Maybe it's you that's very excited, cute, and talented, and you have big dreams, but you had to get a job. And guess what that job did? That job kind of shattered your dream, so to speak. I personally believe that a job is basically a person. My personal opinion, my personal belief is that a job is where personal dreams go to die. Now, I'm not here to bash someone's dream, bash someone's job. I'm just up on opportunity. Okay, so we're going to give you an opportunity so you can actually rebuild those dreams, so you can dream much bigger, much faster. Maybe it's you that's overworked and you're working way all these hours, 30, 40, 50 hours a week or so, and you're carrying the load on your back, and your boss is constantly getting richer off of your labor. And sometimes we actually put ourselves into a position where it's temporary position, but we stay there permanently. Maybe that's you. I'm just going to stay at this job for 6 months. I'm just going to stay at the job for 3 months until I get enough money to buy this car. And then we end up staying there for 3, 4, 5 years. Maybe that's you. I know that happened to me several times. But I tell you what, I want to talk to the young lady that's out there who actually think that, you know what, there's limited options out here. Those of you who actually have a lot of talent, but you have limited options. Yes, I want to talk to you. This is the heart to heart that I don't think anyone else on the planet is actually discussing with you on a way that we, the men of Surge, are going to discuss it with you tonight. Now, You may be saying, well, you know what? I have dreams. Well, sometimes your dream job doesn't even exist. And if that's the case, if that's you, you may have to create it like I did as well. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about some facts. According to the United States Census Bureau, the median income, the average income is around $63,000. 63,000 for the median income, meaning the middle class are making 63,000. But did you notice that there's no middle class left? I mean, and ask yourself, are you making 63,000? And if you're not making 63,000, it only means that you're not even in the middle class yet. There's something wrong with the pay system here in the United States. And that's what we're going to talk to you a little bit about, okay? I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with you. There's something wrong with the pay structure here in the United States. And we're going to fix that tonight. Now, here's another statistic. Of 100 people at the age of 65, 49 would be dead or depending on welfare or charity. 29 would be dead, 12 would be broke, 5 will still be working, 4 will be financially independent, and 1 will be rich. Now, ask yourself, which category do you fit in? Which category are you in right now? Which category will you be in 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 30 years from now? Of course, we all want to be in the number 1 category, right? Or at least number 4 at the bare minimum. You see, in other words, 95% will be dead or dead broke. And we don't want that to happen to you. This is a statistic that comes out every single year, year after year after year. Now, there's ways that we can make sure that we avoid the 5, 12, 29, and 49%. There's ways that we can avoid that. And we're going to share with you that opportunity tonight. Yes. And we're going to give you an opportunity to get with us, to link arms with us and run with us. Now, if what we're talking about tonight does not make sense, I'm going to ask you to run away. Okay. Run away. Don't look back. And just keep running, okay? But if it does make sense, I'm going to give you an opportunity to actually be a part of us, and we're going to actually build something very, very strong for you and your family and for your family's family, your children's children, so to speak. Now, I want to introduce you to a gentleman by the name of Sandy Botkin. This guy right here was a former IRS attorney. He wrote a lot of the tax code, okay? Now, for those of you who are getting beat up by taxes every single year, and did you know, before we even go there, did you know that your refund check is when you overpaid something? How many of you want to continue to overpay the government and then for them to decide if they're going to pay you or not? You see, if you want to become wealthy, if you want to basically stop living paycheck to paycheck, you have to make sure that your taxes are at the bare minimum legally. Now, this gentleman, not only did he write most of the tax code, he actually taught a lot of the IRS people how to do the taxes and things of that nature. So did you know that over 90% of Congress have a home-based business? Did you know that? You see, having a home-based business can save you between $2,000 and $10,000 per year. Now, I'm not a tax attorney, or neither are my colleagues here that's presenting with you tonight, but I want to tell you, you want to listen very, very closely to some very successful people who know about the tax code so you can actually benefit in your favor. Take a listen to this.
Hi, I'm Sandy Botkin, CPA, attorney, and former trainer of IRS attorneys nationwide. And if you let me, I'm going to change your life. How was your raise? You're probably saying, what raise? How about job security? Do you feel secure at your job? Because I can tell you that 99% of the population doesn't. You heard about this new healthcare reform? You think that's going to create jobs? What it's going to do is encourage that sucking sound to India and China and Mexico. Let me give you some sobering statistics. There's a day called Taxpayer Freedom Day, which is the day that the average person has to work to pay off their federal, state, and Social Security and Medicare taxes. You know what day that is? I had some people at one of my seminars said December 28th. It seems that way. It's actually April 19th. That means that the average person has to work basically 30% of their income goes to pay taxes. Now, you can be more, too, depending on the state, depending on your income. In addition, it has been estimated that 30 to 40% of most people's incomes go out to pay debt in some form or committed money. And that includes mortgage debt or rent, because rent's committed, car loans, education loans, and consumer debt. If you add those two things up, the average person is paying a minimum of 58 to 70% of their gross income in taxes and debt. No wonder we can't get ahead. No wonder we can't save money. How would you like to be able to save for retirement, become a multimillionaire, get out of debt in less than 12 years, and cut your expenses the same way? Would you like that? All at the same time. Well, let me give you a secret. In fact, they're going to get two secrets. Number one, 72% of all multimillionaires in this country made it in business. 25% made it as employees, and the rest made it in other ways. So if you have a business, you've got 3 times the chance of getting rich than working as an employee. The question is, what kind of businesses succeed? And the most common type that work the best are home-based business. And there's essentially several kinds of those, but the 2 major ones are franchises and network marketing, which is a kind of franchise for opportunity at a home-based business. The benefits of being in business are enormous. For example, you get tremendous time freedom. You work at home, you're at home, you get to see your family. No glass ceilings, which means you don't get any discrimination. No inventory, at least with a network marketing business. No overhead, at least with a network marketing business. No employees in a network marketing business, unlike that of a franchise. With both, you get unlimited income potential and proven marketing on both. Both show you exactly what you need to do to market your business. But you also get, with any business, whether it's home-based or otherwise, great tax benefits. And the benefits are enormous. In fact, what's interesting, and I'm not saying you should start a business just to have losses, but if your business generates a loss and you're self-employed and you operate that business correctly like a business, that loss can be used against any form of income you have. Interest, dividends, wages, rents, pensions, anything. So let's take an example. Let's say you make $50,000 a year in salary, or your spouse makes $50,000, and your home-based business generates a $5,000 loss. You only pay taxes on $45,000, the net. Let's say that loss exceeds your whole income for the year. Let's say you're a single individual and it exceeds your whole income. You can carry back all business losses 2 years and actually get a refund from the federal and state government for the last 2 years of taxes that you pay. You actually get a check. Or you can carry forward all business losses up to 20 years and offset the next 20 years of earnings. So you never lose a properly documented business deduction. And that is why most very wealthy individuals, most millionaires have said, if you want to be a multimillionaire, you got to get your taxes down to the legal minimum. And there's essentially 3 reasons for that. Number one, it's easy and it's effective. And it's effective. Let me give you a good example of that. If I offered you $10,000 a year in tax savings each year for the rest of your life, or a $17,000 raise, which would you take? If you said the $17,000, you'd be wrong, because you got to pay federal tax, state, Social Security, and Medicare on that 17. You'll be left with less than 10. So the taxes are better than getting it almost 2 to 1 in terms of income. But also, it is an incredible residual opportunity with taxes. In fact, it is one of the best residuals around, because if you save money in taxes, it's good this year, it's good next year, it's good the year after. It's like a guaranteed benefit every single year. And that's one of the benefits of network marketing. You get residual income on other people's efforts, which is a tremendous benefit. And you save money in taxes, which is like having a double residual. I promise you, if you get yourself a good home-based business, you will diversify your life, diversify your income in case you get laid off. You will also have a good possibility of being a multimillionaire and substantially reduce your taxes. For more information, if you do anything, take action now, because tomorrow never comes. Get yourself a good home-based business. And for more tax information on that business, go to my website at triseminars.com and make your life less taxing.
I hope you got it. I hope you really are understanding what he's saying. For those of you who actually have a home-based business, you can save so much money. You see, we as home-based business owners, we actually get all of our money. Let's say we made $60,000 or $100,000 this year, and let's just say our expenses are like $50,000. If we made $100,000, we're only paying taxes on $50,000, not the 100. You see, employees have to pay taxes on the whole 100 that they make as well. You see, this is the time of the entrepreneur. This is because companies are laying out by the thousands. This is a time to be in business for yourself, and not for yourself and not by yourself. Now, I want you to understand this as well. Let's just say that you got involved in the business and you saved over $2,000 to $10,000 every single year. You're getting that back at the end of the year. So there's no way for you to lose by getting involved in a home-based business. So who am I? Why should you listen to me? First of all, I'm an international best-selling author. I've had multiple businesses. I'm an international speaker, an entrepreneur trainer as well. I've written over 300 signature talk presentations, teaching people non-resistance communication, and I've written presentations for doctors, attorneys, investors, public figures, multi-level marketing legends, and I'm also writing a presentation right now for someone that's doing makeup and wants investors to invest. But I'm telling you, this is the business of choice right here. You see, I've trained hundreds of thousands of people to become business owners and entrepreneurs and CEOs as well. I'm also the founder of I Empower LLC. It's an entrepreneurs training mental development company. I've written several books and things of that nature. I've produced a lot of shows with some very high level people as well. Been mentored by high level people at the same time as well. Been featured on a lot of publications. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Now I'm saying that to say this. Some of my mentors, you may have seen Les Brown or Roger Salam or something like that. What they taught me though, they taught me about business and they taught me about joint ventures. Okay, joint ventures is one of the keys to building wealth. I'm not saying that you have to go out there and reinvent the wheel and try to do everything all by yourself. I'm talking about being able to actually partnership with very successful people, and you actually in return receive some of their wealth as well. So these are some of the people that we did a joint venture with. This is J. Lloyd Tomer. His goal right now is to create 10,000 financially free families. 10,000, and we're looking for people right now who want to become financially independent. No more debt, no more lack, no more struggling, no more paycheck to paycheck. I'm talking about becoming completely financially independent where everyone in your family can be very well taken care of if you decide to go to work with us, okay? Now, would you mind if I gave you a sneak peek of what we do? Okay, I'm just going to touch just a little bit on it, okay? We are in the travel industry, and the travel industry is the most sexy industry on the planet because everybody wants to do it and everybody wants to do more of it. Matter of fact, you may be thinking to yourself right now, I wonder if once this Corona thing is over, I'm going to Jamaica, I'm going to the Bahamas, I'm going somewhere, I'm getting out of here, right? Most people are doing the exact same thing, and now they're starting to travel even more. So what we're asking you to do is to get involved. Well, we're not even asking you, we're going to give you an invitation for you to get involved in the travel industry with us to start generating some serious income when the masses start traveling again, because you know they're coming. And if you're in position, you're going to generate some serious income when they do so. Now, we want you to put your business hat on for a second, right? Think about this. The travel and tourism industry is an $8.8 trillion industry. This is not coming from Jay. This is not coming from Dennis. This is not coming from, Clifton or Harvey or Kelvin. This is coming from the Travel Daily News, okay? This is not even coming from our company. $8.8 trillion, okay? Now, let's just say that the United States industry is set to lose over $500 billion in 2020 thanks to COVID, okay? Now, if it lost $500 billion, let's go ahead and do some simple math real quick. 8.8 trillion minus 500 billion equals an $8.3 trillion industry. So it's still a very large industry to get involved in, which means this is the largest industry in the world. It's bigger than real estate. It's bigger than computers and technology. It's bigger than all of that combined together. They don't come close to doing as much as the travel industry, which means that if you want to play, why not play where the money's at? An $8.3 trillion a year is how much it's bringing in. How much of $8.3 trillion do you need to set your family free? Not much, right? Think about it for a second. What if our company goal was to get 1% of that $8.3 trillion? Then our company would be an $8.3 billion company. Can you imagine being an executive in an $8.3 billion company? How would you like to be one of the 10,000 in our company who would split that $8.3 billion, right? I mean, think about that for a second. You have the opportunity right now to be able to be in position to split $8.3 billion when we make it, okay? What if our goal was to capture 1% of that $8.3 trillion industry? Did you know that our company will be an $830 million company? Can you imagine I mean, just think about this for a second. How would your life be different? Would your life be different if you were one of the 100 directors in our company who split that $830 million income? I mean, think about it for a second. Is it possible for your job to do something like that for you? You see, that's only because you're in the wrong industry. Now, see, the travel industry and the tourism industry in 2007, these are some of the places that have been affected by Corona, okay, and been affected by the hit of travel. But you see, we're still one of the strongest entities on the planet when it comes to doing business. Now, okay, so by 2030, there's going to be 1.8 billion worldwide tourists in the world, okay? According to the United States National Tourism Organization. That means it's 400 million more than last year. So if our company offered a discount travel program to that 1.8 trillion, billion tourism, guess what? How much money do you think you can earn if you were a part of that? I mean, out of all those tourist people that's going to be traveling, what if you earn, I don't know, maybe $100 per family per year? You can generate some serious income. Can you say bye bye to your? Can you destroy your alarm clock? Say bye bye and delete rush hour from your day? Can you imagine saying, well, calling in well to your job? That's what I did. I didn't call in sick. I called in well and said, well, I'm not coming in no more. He said, well, Mr. Johnson, if you want to work another day in America, you're gonna have to do like everyone else and give us a 2 weeks notice. I said, well, you're gonna notice in 2 weeks, I won't be there. You see, because I have this travel industry that's giving me what's called residual income over and over and over. Guess what? I had some residual income checks coming in during the pandemic, and I didn't even have to work for it. See, that's the type of position that we're putting you in. And see, now when the coronavirus ends, this is a survey that was done. When the coronavirus ends, where are you going to travel to? You see, some people say, well, you know what? I'm never going to travel again. That's about maybe 17% said I'm never going to travel again. And they're lying, okay? Because they have to go somewhere sometime soon. Now, another 24% said, I'm only going to travel out of the country for business. But guess what? You know what? 59% says, yes, I need a holiday and I'm going to travel abroad. You see, they're not just going to stay here in the States, they're going to travel all around the world. And you can do the exact same thing. So some people are saying, well, hey, I miss traveling. I can't wait to get out there and travel again. See, that's by the destination analysis. So maybe you're saying the same thing to yourself. Maybe you're part of that 63% of American travelers who agree and say, well, you know what? I agree with that. And some of them say, I strongly agree with that. I refuse to lose. I refuse to walk around scared, and I'm going to do some traveling. So if that's you, then we can show you how to profit when other people do that as well, by putting you in position, by giving you what's called the TIP program or the TOP program. We're going to talk about the TIP program right now. And this is called the travel income package. We give you what we call the travel agency on the left-hand side. It's a travel agency that gives you the same buying power as Travelocity, Cheap Tickets, Orbit, Expedia, all of those guys, right? But the only difference is every time someone books travel on your travel agency, you're going to get paid the commission. And guess what? You're not sitting with the headset on trying to book someone's travel if you choose not to do so. Now, for those of you who want to become an exclusive private travel booking travel agent, you can do that as well. We have classes you can take. Some of them are online. Some of them are right in the back office as well. But you can become bona fide and certified as a travel professional and generate some serious income. Ask yourself this question. How many times are you booking someone else's travel? Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone else in your family, but guess what? Now you can get paid to do so. Yep, because those other companies are not going to pay you, but ours will. Now, we notice when other people book travel, they bounce from Travelocity tickets and they're looking around trying to find out which ones have the best rates. Well, guess what? Our company have created what's called the Vortex, and the Vortex is a technology that saves them time because it jumps back and forth to all of those websites and it finds the best rates, then drop the prices even lower. So your customers can get a discount in the retail industry, in the travel industry. You see, never again do they have to pay retail prices. They can get a little discount. Can you imagine that? See, that's what we have. And guess what? You can give this away to as many people as you want. Give them a little discount. And every time they save money, you're going to earn money. You're going to earn 60% of whatever they save. How many people right now can you just say, here, to? Can you do that? It's very, very simple. Get a business card made with your Vortex address on there. Say, here, 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 here. And you can get paid to say here. You see, you can get paid when people book that travel. Okay. Now, this retails for $10,000 or more. But you know what? Because Janie invited you to this program, you're not going to pay $10,000. Guess what? Our price is only $299 for you to be in the travel industry, the largest industry in the world. And it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and only for $299 to get started. Now, I don't know if you actually own a business or not. I own several businesses. Okay, and one of my businesses, the very first business I had, the website alone cost way over $299. Matter of fact, it was over $1,200 just to build the website back in the day when I started my company. So you can get involved in the business that's in the largest industry in the world. It's open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Okay, and you could generate some serious income. It's $99.95 a month thereafter. Okay, now can you imagine this being your office? Can you imagine sitting at some of the beautiful beaches in the world and getting paid to be there? Yep, that's the type of opportunity that we're talking about. You see, we're not talking about just booking people travel. We're talking about creating memories. Travel creates memories. Now, you may be thinking about some of the trips that you've gone on when you were a kid that created some memories, right? Memory is a way of telling you what's important to you. So, what are some of the best memories you had? Probably, possibly when you were traveling. Now, travel creates memories. Are people traveling? Take a look. Absolutely. Every time I go to the beach, the beaches are crowded, and people are booking hotels and car rentals and flights. They're traveling. Now, you may not be traveling, but other people are, and we want to make sure that you get in position tonight so you can start getting paid when they travel as well. What about going to the Holy Land? There's a young lady decided she wanted to actually take her church on the Holy Land tour, and her pastor wanted to go, her bishop wanted to go, and then he got some other churches that wanted to go. But our company, the vendors, came to her church. They did the presentation about the Holy Land, and they did all of the work basically. And this young lady ended up going for free, and she ended up generating over $40,000. Now, cruising is one of the things that I love most because you unpack once and you can go see the world, and plus you're on there. You can, it's all inclusive and stuff like that. You can eat as much as you want, and it's just a big city, a holiday on wheels, so to speak, on the water. Okay, but let me get out of the way for a second and bring up my business partner, my colleague, and let him tell you a little bit about his trip. Mr. Mott, are you up there? You out there?
Yes, I'm here, Jay. I'm here.
Awesome, awesome. Can you please explain a little bit about what went on with your cruise?
Oh, yes, sir. I came into the business and I wanted to do a cruise. I just followed the instructions that the company gave, right in your back office, simple to do. And I just went out and did it. Next thing I know, I had a group of people going on a cruise, and I didn't think it would be as many people. I had to keep calling back, adding more balconies, suites, inside cabins, outside cabins, which I knew nothing about, but I was just doing it, went along with exactly what they said. Then I found out people wanted to come to the hotels. They were renting cars, excursions. I was like, wait a minute, where is this coming from? Next thing I know, at the end of everything, it was a $21,400 check. And I was like, wow, I couldn't believe it. It was amazing.
Wait a minute, there's a $21,400 check that you had to pay the cruise line?
No,
What do you mean?
it was all my money.
They paid you
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
$21,000, right?
$21,000.
21,000. Okay. For them to pay you $21,000, they must have hired you to go ahead and kind of like polish the engine, or sweep up and everything like that after everybody. How much work did you have to do?
I had to go look at the live shows. I had to see the comedy show. I ate all the food and lobster I wanted. I got to sit in jacuzzis. It was just so much fun. Dance, and that was my job, man. It was amazing.
Man, that sounds like that's frustrating, right? How many of you can do that? Can you imagine going to have fun and getting paid for it? You see, that's what we're talking about. Can you imagine being right there in your executive suite, being right there with your loved one, having lunch, dinner, or breakfast right there on the ocean? Or you don't have to stay in your suite. You can go out there on the balcony. You can go anywhere on the ship that you want, right? And can you imagine having fun, getting paid to have fun? See, that's the type of job that we have. You see, it's not we want to make sure that you turn your job, you're just over broke, into your joy. You see, I sit in hot tubs. I love to sit in hot tubs, and I tell people, you know what? Oh man, can you imagine somebody coming up to you and saying, well, you know what? Oh man, this is a great cruise. What do you do for a living? Well, I test out these hot tubs. I'm like, what do you mean you test out hot tubs? Well, I get paid to go around and take cruises and test out hot tubs. Like, well, how do you do something like that? Well, you got to talk to the right person. Well, who should I talk to? Well, you just talk to me, right? So can you imagine that? And people getting excited about traveling again and making memories. Do you think that they're going to forget you, or you being one to get paid to, I don't know, maybe you like to go sit in the sauna. Maybe you like to go play golf. Maybe you like to go get massages. Can you imagine getting paid to go play golf? See, that's what I'm talking about. Now, let me tell you a little bit about one of my former mentors. This is Holton.
Because I'm trying not to be on the Zoom because
Jay.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. Hey, this is Holton Buggs. This gentleman right here, when I first met him, he was very, very successful already, okay? He was making over $70,000 a month in the industry of networking, okay? But it wasn't always like that with him. You see, when he first got started in the industry, this gentleman right here was $250,000 in debt. His car just got repossessed, and he was 45 days away from foreclosure on his house. Can you imagine that? You think you got some problems? Guess what? This gentleman had problems up to his ears. Now, but he got involved in this company, in this industry, and started building it. Did exactly what his mentors told him how to do, and he grew this business to a point where he started generating over $1,300,000 a month. I said it right, $1,300,000 per month. You see, I'm showing you this because I want you to understand that there's no limitations. There's none. I'm talking about you got to dream much bigger, much faster, and understand that yes, it can happen to you. It's not going to happen to everybody, but yes, the potential is that it can definitely happen to you. What if $1,300,000 was way too much for you? Chop that in half. Okay. What if you only made let's say $500,000 a month? What if you only made $100,000 a month? What if you only made $30,000? What if you only made $10,000 per month? Is it better than what you're making on your job? You see, this industry gives you no limitations whatsoever. So why don't you act like you don't have any limitations, right? So this is a young gentleman right here that I'm gonna see if my other business partner, Mr. Harvey Zay, is on the line so he can explain this one right here. Mr. Harvey Zay, are you on the line?
Yes, I am. Now,
Awesome, awesome. Glad you can make it. Who is Mr. Alex Morton and what did he do, Mr. Harvey Zay?
all right. Alex Morton is an amazing young man. He's an inspiration to a lot of people of all ages. As you see on the headline there, he went from a dorm room to a millionaire very quickly. After he graduated from college, he was looking around at the opportunities for young people with no experience, and he didn't want to work for $10 an hour or any small amount per hour because he had learned early that to be financially independent, you need to have an unlimited plan that you don't have like a lid over where you had to stop earning at a certain amount. So what he did was he got into network marketing, into a great business where there is no limit at the age of 22, right after college. And it didn't start out so easy for him, but he saw the whole plan. He saw that what people were doing. He saw those $1,000,000. And he says, that's what I want. I want to be $1,000,000 earner. When he started talking to people who were in the business, they asked him what he had to do. So they said, you must be coachable. You must be very, very good listener and follow what we have learned, and you can avoid a lot of mistakes. And he listened very, very carefully. And sure enough, it was started working for him. So when the interview that he did just a couple of years ago, he was already at $3 million per year because he had decided that he wanted to work in a business like ours where he could have unlimited income. He said one thing, when you're considering this business, you have to remember that you must be consistent. He was so consistent that his mom said, Alex, don't you want to take a vacation? He says, Mom, I'm on vacation almost every day. So I don't need to stop doing what I'm doing. I'm going to help you to have whatever you want if you like. And she says, well, now that sounds good. Keep working. So you see the result of being a millionaire at a young age, and he's continuing to grow. He will be earning a lot more as time goes by because that's the way this business works. It has no limits. So we call him No Limit Alex Morton on the go, you know?
Thank you so much, Mr. Harvey Zay. Wow, can you imagine that? 22 years old making that type of income, over $3 million a year. You see, it doesn't matter what your age is. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter if you were in jail or if you went to Yale. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you have the work ethic and you're willing to follow some simple directions from your leaders and do exactly what the successful people do, and you can have some of that success as well. It doesn't matter what the limitations are. Matter of fact, this is a young lady right here. Her name is Tashana Richardson. This young lady has 6 kids. One died prematurely. She was a hairdresser as well, very, very passionate about what she did. However, she got involved in this business because she was actually sleeping in her car as well. And she built her business from a Walmart parking lot. Can you imagine that? In her car, on the phone with her mentor. Her mentor is giving her some things to do. She was completing those tasks as well. And this young lady went from sleeping in her car, making very, very little income, to generating a $50,000 bonus in less than 82 days. 82 days. Can you imagine that? Add $50,000 to your current income right now. I mean, and it doesn't take a whole year. Most people are struggling trying to make $50,000 in a year. She did this in 82 days. And, excuse me. Now this young lady, she's gone on to generate over $200,000 in our company, and you know what? It can happen to you too. This young lady right here, Juliet St. John. She was homeless. She slept in her car for over a year, and she brought her family over here from Costa Rica. Her son had a learning disability when it came to English, so she didn't have enough money to send him to college and to actually have a place for her to stay as well. So she slept in the car. And she met our founders, the gentleman I just showed you a picture of, and she said, well, if a third of what you're saying is true, then it's game over for me. She went to work, and guess what she did? She ended up generating over $315,000 a month. Okay, see, that's the possibilities of this industry. Now, We're gonna share with you in a moment some big income, some very, very large incomes. I don't want your brain to shut down, okay? Don't want you to have a heart attack and fall out of your seat and think that it's not possible. Yes, it's possible. Yes, it happened. And everything that we're gonna share with you has already been done before, and it can be done again. As a matter of fact, it can even be done by YOU. Yes, even you, okay? That's if you believe that it can happen. If you don't believe it can happen, guess what? You're right. It's not going to happen. If you believe it can happen, yes, you're right. It can happen, especially if you have coaches and teachers and mentors that's going to get you there. So we have a lot of success stories. So my question to you is this: will you be our next success story? See, for those of you who do, we're going to share with you another package that we have. It's called the TOP program. Now, the TOP program is going to give you everything we just talked about in the TIP program, the travel agency and the Vortex, but it's also going to give you an exclusive private wholesale travel membership. It's going to give you exclusive discounts on travel for you and 3 other people, whether it's in your family or your circle. Okay. Now the prices on this membership is so low we can't even share with the public. But I tell you what, they are jaw dropping. I saw one that was on there going to Jamaica, staying in a 5-star resort, beautiful place. It had 5 swimming pools, 7 restaurants, 13 bars, and the normal price online on those faceless sites out there was like around between $4,000 and $5,000 for 7 days. But on our membership, guess what? Come a little closer. I want you to hear this. It was $139 for 7 days, including taxes. Yep, $139. That's not per night. That's $139, including taxes. You see, you're not going to find these type of prices on Priceline, Cheap Tickets, or Expedia. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But for those of you who get started tonight, what we're going to do is going to give you a bonus, okay? And what this bonus is, it's called the Vacation Rewards Program. And this Vacation Rewards Program is going to guarantee that you're going to take at least 7 days every single year, and you have options of 3,000 worldwide resorts, whether it's around the corner or around the world. It doesn't matter. You have options, and you can stay at any one at any given time that you want after you've actually completed this program. Okay. Now, how do you qualify? I'm glad you asked. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to recruit anyone. You don't have to show up to some type of meeting. Nope. All you have to do is stay active as a member for 12 consecutive months. Then you qualify every single year. Now your family can take an elaborate vacation. Where will you go? Tahiti, Bora Bora, Bahamas, Tahiti, the Holy Land? Where will you go? You see, we have 3,000 worldwide resorts, okay, for you to choose from. Now, this retails for over $35,000, but you know what? Since Danielle invited you to this presentation, she thought enough of you to bring you onto this presentation. You're not going to pay $35,000. Go ahead and thank Danielle for doing that. For us, your price tonight is only $499. One time, $499, less than the price of a cell phone. Most of you have cell phones right now. It costs you $600, $700, $900, $1,200 for a cell phone that does not give you any opportunity whatsoever to make money with it. But here, you spend $499, get involved in the largest industry in the world that's online 24 hours a day, open 7 days a week, and you can start generating income even while you're sleeping, while you're earning reward points, as well as free vacations. Can you imagine that? Only for $499. And it's $99.95 a month thereafter. Now you may be saying, well, Jay, you know what? $499 is a little bit too much for me right now. I know things are kind of tight. Well, guess what? That's okay. If $499 is too much, go ahead and get started for $299. You can do that as well. You may be saying, well, you know, Jay, $299 may be a little bit much for me as well. That's okay. What if we can actually share with you that you can get everything that I just talked about, for $79. Yeah, $79. So I'm going to say, hey, listen, don't think about it. It's only $79. Go ahead and get started. You can get everything we just talked about for 14 days. Then you can decide after if you want the tip program or the top program. So if Danielle or if Latanya or if Janie invited you to this presentation, let them know you want to go ahead and get started for $79 right now, or you're going to get started for $299 or $499. You just go ahead and jump on in, and we're going to share with you exactly how to generate some serious income. Are you ready to do that? Like this, okay? Now, before we do so, let me say, maybe you want to go to Dubai. Guess what? Can you imagine going 7 days in Dubai, and instead of spending $836 for one of those 4-star resorts in Dubai, we paid $348. You see, that's a $488 savings. You see, that's what our membership does. That's what the top program can give you. Okay. What if you say you want to go to Cancun? We're getting ready to go in January. Can you imagine going, instead of paying $776, we pay $512. You see, that's a $264 savings. And what if you got a car run over there in Cancun International Airport for $3 a day? You see, $3 a day. You see, these type of prices, it costs more to stay home. Now, this right here, I mean, this is the price for the car, $3 a day. You put more in the tank in gas. You spend more in gas than you do for the car rental. You see, you're not going to find these type of prices on Priceline or Orbitz or Cheap Tickets or any one of those websites. Why? Because we are a private, exclusive membership club. And rich people, what they do, they get memberships. So we want to make sure you do the same thing. What about going to Vegas? Instead of paying $1,503, we pay $1,017. We actually have something for everyone's budget. Now, this is not for everyone, though. You see, this is not for those who are actually already on Forbes billionaires list. If your name is on that list, it's not for you. You already got enough, right? And this is not for those who are looking for a job, because it's not a job. Okay, we're not here to hire you as an employee. We're looking for people who want to become entrepreneurs, who want to fire their boss. You start part-time, work this business until you're able to fire your boss, like we did. Okay, now this is not for those who actually believe in job security, because we know job security does not exist anymore. Now, this is for those who want a little bit more out of life. That's who this is for. This is for those who are not afraid to go out and get what is due to them. This is for those who you can see yourself turning your bills into billions. If you can see yourself turning your problems into profits, or your lack into legacy. See, this is for you. This is for those who actually understand that a hustle is a new job, new job security. This is for those who understand that the multiple streams of income is no longer a luxury, is now a necessity. Yep, you got to have multiple streams of income. And guess what? Our company provides that. Now, this is for those who are actually looking for an opportunity. So here's the opportunity. We want you to become what's called a tip owner or a top owner. Okay, go ahead and buy either one of those programs. It's up to you, whichever one you want to do. But we also want you to become what's called a Surge Business Associate. Okay, now as a business associate, you have the right to actually sell the tip and the top program. Now, this is not for everybody, but for those who decide to get involved with this, and you don't have to if you don't want to, but those of you who do, we're going to share with you how to make some ungodly income. I'm talking about the income stream here is ridiculous. I'm talking about putting your family free forever. Okay, so let me get out of the way for a second and bring on my business partner, my colleague, the gentleman that made millions of dollars in business, who have several businesses himself, and he's also always doing big deals, but he's very, very humble. He's very low. I'm not going to say low key, but what I'm saying, he's tangible, he's touchable, he's right there helping you build businesses and generate some serious life-changing income. Let me get out of the way and bring on my business partner, Mr. Kelvin Turner. Mr. Kelvin, are you there?
I am there. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead and take it away, champion. Looking good, okay. Man. Looking good.
Now, Jay, I keep trying to tell you, quit showing my house to the people.
Hey, man, I'm going to give them your address next time.
All right. Well, I'm so glad, happy to be able to speak to you guys today, because, and I mean this with all my heart, if you guys listen to the information I'm about to give you, and you take advantage of what I'm about to tell you, you'll have enough money for your kids. Now, I don't know about you guys. I've been rich and I've been poor, okay? I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be poor. I want to be wealthy. So for those of you who want to be wealthy, buckle your seats up, because I'm about to show you some stuff that's going to knock your socks off. And if you're not excited about what I'm about to tell you, then we're going to have to put a mirror up under your nose to see if you guys are alive. So let me get ready and share my screen here. Okay. And we are there. We're going to start our slideshow. And we're going to jump from here. All right. Now, slide says here, if you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. But if you're determined to learn, no one can stop you. And, I like to have a dialogue. So, some of you guys, if you guys want, you can unmute your mics. Who am I speaking to with this? Are you someone that is not willing to learn anything new? Or are you someone who's determined to learn? And so I'm going to ask for some help. Mr. Olson Wells, can you unmute your mic, please? Yeah, you knew I was going to call you.
Leave me alone. I'm enjoying listening and learning.
Mr. Olson Wells is the pastor out here, and I've done some business with Mr. Olson. He's a really good guy, and he's a man of his word. He said he was going to come on this presentation, so he came on this presentation, and I wanted to knock his socks off. So, Mr. Olson, I'm about to share some stuff with you that's going to blow your mind. So, without further ado, I want to show you guys these checks because I want to let you guys know what I'm talking about is real money, and these are the money that the people in this company are making. He told you about the Shiner over here with her $50,000 check, a $250,000 check. Look at this, a $1 million check, another $1 million check, a $10 million check, another $10 million check. We'll start over a $2.5 million check, another $1 million check. Guys, who wants one of those checks? Whoever raised their hand, I can't see everybody. Whoever raised their hand, I'm gonna show you guys how you can get those checks, okay? And I would love, there you go. I like to see some enthusiasm out there. So what I'm about to tell you, see, it's not fantasy, it's not pie in the sky. You see the checks. So, and I saw those checks. Now, I closed down my business after 20 years to do this full time. Okay, and those who know me, I have a great business and I do great business. But you know what? What I was doing wasn't going to give me that $10 million check. Oh, I had to work real hard to do it. And I didn't want to work. I want to work hard, but not that hard. So the guy said earlier about 12 years becoming a millionaire. What if we can compress time and make that happen for you in 12 months? Who would like to hear something like that?
Yes.
You would?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Olson, can you unmute your mic for me, please? Okay. So you said you would like to make that type of money in 12 months. And I'm going to show you how you can do that right now. I'm going to show you how you can turn an annual income into a monthly income. So, Mr. Olson, can you give me the names of 4 people?
Yes.
What are they?
Just 4 people that I know.
4 people. Listen, if you found a pot of gold and you couldn't carry it, and you needed 4 people to carry it, who was your first 4 people you're gonna call?
Yeah. Okay. Brandon.
Besides your wife.
Yeah. Brandon Howard.
Brandon. Okay, first names are fine. Brandon.
Brandon Lawrence.
Lawrence.
DeVille.
DeVille. Coop, huh? Or just DeVille?
DeVille. Yeah, DeVille.
You didn't get it.
No. Oh no.
Harvey got it.
I got it now. It took a minute. Yeah. And Hector.
Say that again.
Hector.
Hector. All right, Hector. All right. Now, this is how we make money in our business. Okay. Now you went out and I only asked you to bring people. I only asked you about 4 people. And what we want to do is we want to get these 4 people started in business. You see, it says top sales, but what we do is we do not sell. What we do here in this company is we help people get started in their own business. We help people change their lives for the better. We help people move to a higher income bracket. We help people become financially independent. So this is what we do. So we're not selling anything, okay? I want you to understand that. That's not what we're doing. So if you're not selling anything and you're helping people get started, you're helping them become financially independent, is that something that's scary?
No.
Mr. Wells? No, it's not scary at all. No. And we talked about 2 programs. We talked about a tip program and a top program, okay? Now, I'm a businessman, and I know you're a businessman also, Mr. When you want to start any business, you want to start from where? The top, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know why? Because you make more money at the top. So everything that I'm going to talk about is just the top program. Okay, well, there's the tip and there's the other stuff, but we're just talking about the top here. The other thing also, okay, I'm going to leave a bunch of money on the table. All I'm going to be talking about mostly is just bonuses, okay? And the reason why I'm talking about the bonus because everybody likes bonuses. And the reason why we all like bonuses, because bonuses what? It's extra. I don't know about you, but everybody loves extra. That is addition to what you've already made. So keep your mic on mute because I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions as we go along. Okay, Mr. Wells?
Gotcha.
Okay, but not a lot, just a couple as we go along. So now we're gonna call Brandon. We're gonna talk with Brandon, Lawrence, and DeVille. And we're gonna tell them a program. When they hear this program, they're gonna be excited just like you're gonna get excited. And then what's gonna happen is we're gonna get them involved in business. And we're gonna get them involved with the top program. When we get them involved with the top program, we're gonna pay them you're gonna get paid $172.84. So they're gonna play $4.99. You're gonna get back $172.84. Now $30 will be paid up front. $142.84 goes into what is called a deferred bonus account, which means you're going to get paid for it, not round, but you're going to get paid for it later, but not much later. So that's Brandon, that's Lawrence, and DeVille. Those are your first three people. But Hector, when you got Hector started into the business, what happens now is you got a raise. Okay, so, okay, you know how to do this business. You help people get started. So you got promoted to what is called a team builder. And when you become a team builder, you're going to get $50 up front, but you're going to get paid $192.84, $50 up front, and $142.84 goes into what is called a deferred bonus account. Now, it also says you are qualified to override, which means this. Now you turn into a business because you're starting to get paid on what? Other people's efforts. Okay, so they're going to do the work and you're going to get paid. And I'm going to go into that in this next page right here. So Brandon, Lawrence, and DeVille, they did what you did. We asked you to bring how many people? Just 4 people, am I correct? We're saying you helped 4 people get started in business. So for helping those 4 people get started in business, you're going to get a percentage of Brandon, Lawrence, and DeVille. But on Hector, you're going to get a bigger piece of the pie. And that big piece of the pie is gonna knock your socks off when you see what's coming. So you're going to make $20 on each time they bring somebody into the business. So they did what you did. They brought in 4 people, so they made $80 each. That's $240 to you. That's not bad, right? They did the work and you made $240. That's pretty cool, right? But check this out. When Hector brings people into the business, you make $162.84. So every time Hector brings somebody in the business, you make $162.84. $20 goes up front, $142 goes into a deferred bonus account. But check this out though. The deferred bonus account pays out in $1,000 increments. So every time you get to $1,000, that runs to $998, they round it up, you're gonna get $1,000. Okay, so hear me what I'm saying here. Hector bought in 3 people. You didn't make 20. You made $162.84. That got you closer to that $1,000 bonus. Actually, it brought you to the $1,000 bonus, which means this. It basically runs out every time there's 7 sales in Hector's team, 7 sales in Hector's team builder group, which is yours, but Hector signs them up, you're going to make $1,000. Okay, buckle your seats because it's about to get crazy. So let's go into your 3rd month. So we're talking about just bringing 4 people a month. How many people did I ask you to bring into the business, Mr. Wells?
4.
Just 4. How many people did we ask everybody else to bring into the business?
4.
Just 4. Keeping it simple, folks. Just 4 people. The number 4 is Hector. And these are the 4 people that Hector brought in last month. And here, look at there. The next month, they went out and bought 3 people. That's 9. That's 27 new people getting started in business. When that happened was, you remember every time there's 7 sales and on Hector's side, didn't I say you were going to get $1,000 bonus? How many yellow K's do you see right there?
3.
You see 3. What does that mean you're going to get?
3,000.
3 $1,000 bonuses. How many people did you bring to the business?
4.
Yes, 4. So you brought in 4 people. Hector brought in 4. They all brought in 4. And look what you made. You made $3,000. But guess what? The math starts to compound. Everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's duplicating themselves. Look what happened in your 4th month in the business. There's 12 Ks up there. You made $12,000, but guess what though? In our marketing plan, this is why I'm here, because of this marketing plan. Every time you get 100 people on your team, you get an additional $10,000. Wow. We're asking everybody to bring how many people? If you don't want to talk, you can raise your hand and put up 4. We're asking you to bring 4 people. We're asking everybody to bring not 400, not 4,000. We're just saying 4 people, and look what the money that you can make. Everybody's duplicating everybody. That's $24,000 that you've made in a month. Now, what did I say? I said, I'm going to show you how you can turn an annual income into a monthly income. So let's go look at month number 5. We got into month number 5. Everybody's just bringing in 4 people. Look what happened when everybody just brings in 4 people. Look at there. You got 34 $1,000 bonuses, 2 $10,000 bonuses. That's $54,000 that's made in a month. Pretty good, huh? Oh, no, it's going to get better than that. Because look what happens in your 6th month, where everybody's bringing in how many people? We all can say it at the same time. 4 people.
4.
That's all we're asking is 4 people. All we're saying is 4. But look what that turned into because of the math. Okay. 104 $1,000 bonuses, 2 $10,000. That's $174,000 that you've made in a single month. Let's go on to month number 5. We're going to speed this thing up, right? Okay, because we're about to turbocharge this thing. Look at right there, 312. You guys understand the concept. It's just 4 people. Everybody bringing in 4. Everybody just bringing in 4. 4, 4, 4. Remember that? 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Look at that. 22, 10,000. That's $532,000 that you made in bonuses is just month. Folks, I am leaving money on the table. I ain't talking about all the other stuff. We're just talking bonuses. And let's look at this right here. $928 $1,000, 65 $10,000, $1.5 million in bonuses. Okay, let's go again. Look at there, $4,781,000 just in bonuses. Okay, look at the month, your 10th month in the business, $14 million just in bonuses. Let's look at your 11th month in business. Okay, you guys understand what I'm talking about. Everybody just bringing in 4. That's $43 million that you've made in a month in the business, and go down to your 12th month. You think you can retire by now at 12 months, $129 million just in bonuses. Folks, when you add the whole year up, that was almost $200 million in bonuses.
Just like her.
Now, guys, can this happen? Sure, maybe not. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm getting at the potential of what can happen. If it took you 12 years just bringing in 4 people a year, that's really working part-time. The guy said becoming a millionaire in 12 years. That's what he talked about in the tax thing. We said, okay, bring in 4 people a year. You bring in 4 people a year and everybody else brings in 4 people a year. You've made, technically, with the bonuses and your regular, all the other stuff that you make, that's over $200 million. Folks, is that wealth?
Yes.
Now I'm asking you a question, Mr. Wells. If it took you 12 years to do it, would it be worth it?
Yeah.
And guess what? If it's taking you 12 years to do it, you are really working part-time. I mean, you're hardly working.
Right.
But I can tell you stories of people who went out and got 750 people on their team in 2 days. People went to work. People going out getting as many as 40, 50 people in a month. But our marketing plan is designed for you to make money, compress time, and make money quickly. Why do you think I quit my business? A lucrative business I quit to do this right here. This is what the company said. There are no checks too large that our company cannot write if you're willing to go to work. So what they're saying is, you ain't got to worry about it. If you make it, they're going to pay you. And that's all I be wanting to know. If I make it, am I going to get paid? So I'm going to ask you one last question. Mr. Wells, if I gave you some screws with no tools and said, screw those in the wall, that'd be kind of difficult, wouldn't it?
Very.
Okay. But what if I gave you a screwdriver? Would that make that job a little easier?
That's
A
what
lot easier, wouldn't it? But what if I gave you a power drill? Would that make that job a lot easier? Okay, but hold on. But what if I gave you one of these big drills right here? Oh, that'll make screwing things a whole lot easier, huh? You see, what I mean about the power drill, if one of those people who got one of them $10 million checks, they're available to help you do business. That's a power drill. I'm not a power drill yet, but I'm not that big power drill, but I'm a power drill. I'll be there to help you do anything that you want to do. I'll be there to make sure that you know what you're doing. You see, what you have is in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. And if you hang around, see, I talk with millionaires almost every day. If you hang around millionaires, and if I'm hanging around 5 or 6 millionaires, who's going to be the 7th millionaire? Me. If I hang around 10 drunks, who's going to be the 11th drunk? Me. So what I'm saying is, if you're willing to change your environment, change the people that you're around, and get around people who are successful. I'm not talking just to Mr. Wells. I'm talking to everybody here on the call. And if you're willing to make that, we are here to help you make all the money that you want. And I'm telling you, if you follow us and do what we ask you to do, you'll have money for your children's 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 children. So that's all I have to say. So I'm gonna take it away, Dennis.
All right, pass it
we'll
over.
see you guys at the top.
All right, give me the screen. That's it.
Oh, you need that thing? All right, you can have it.
All right, all right. Thank you very much. That was powerful. Kelvin put it down. If you don't know how to make money, man, he just showed you everything that you need to make some money right here with our company. It is amazing. So let me go ahead and show you our directors program. So not only are we going to show you how you can make money here, folks, but we're going to show you what we're going to give you for you just doing what you're supposed to do. This is amazing. So we call this our directors program, folks. This is our directors program, the best executive program in the industry. And again, it is our directors program, just for doing what you're supposed to do. Einstein said, hey, imagination is more important than knowledge. Use your imagination. Logic will get you from A to Z. Imagination will get you everywhere, anywhere in the world. A true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. I like to say, when you thought about Dubai, Dubai was nothing but sand, but now it's the 8th wonder of the world. We're going there in our company, in our business. Folks, this is amazing. So let me tell you right now, when you become a level 2 director, folks, guess what we're going to give you for doing what you're supposed to do anyway. I used to be in a finance director for Toyota Motor Credit Corporation. Hey, they didn't even give me a car. They may use a car for a minute, but they never gave me a car. So what they do here is they're going to give you a Dodge Charger or a Dodge Challenger. Not only will they give you that vehicle, now they're also going to pay the insurance for that vehicle for you to go anywhere in the world that you like. So I want you to open up your mics and let me know. Just holler it out. Do you want a Charger or a Challenger? Let me hear what the people have to say. Charger. All right.
Challenger.
Charger. Hey, I got the need for speed too. I'll probably take that Challenger, boom, to get on out there. But they're going to give it to you. So I want to show you some people in the company that they gave the vehicle to. Listen to this right here, and you'll see exactly what our company is doing.
By Surge 365 is a dream come true. A brand new car, no qualification, no credit check. I am signing and driving, baby.
This is like no other company on the planet. Can you imagine that a 12-day-old company has been able to promote 9 people and they get a car?
Well, let me tell you something. Surge 365. Surge is a sudden increase. What could be more sudden than in 12 days? Be able to come to a company and get a brand new car.
It's Surge 365, a company of destiny. We're on the road to change our own destiny. And now we got the keys to ride to our destiny.
There's no better program out there right now than what Surge 365 is doing. And I'm excited for the team. I'm excited that everybody has an opportunity to be a part of this and have their own within the next 6 months.
They bought this car for us. That's simple.
All right. It is that simple. Where can you go and get a car? That's what we're doing here with our team. And it doesn't stop there, folks. It doesn't stop there. When you go to level 3 director, you get to pick between a Mercedes-Benz, a Jaguar, or a BMW. Not only that, they also going to say, hey, we're still going to pay your insurance and drive it for 2 years, and they're going to give you the pink slip to the automobile, and it is yours. That's right, it is yours. So I'm gonna ask you to holler out again. Which one would you take? The Mercedes?
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
I take the Jag.
Mercedes.
I love it. I love your enthusiasm. That's right. Pump me up. Just get me fired up. I love it, because let's see what this lady chose right here. She got a chance to get a vehicle. Let's see which one she picked out. They gave her the BMW. Folks, that's amazing. To be given a car for doing your job, for doing what you like to do anyway. So we go to level 4 director. Level 4 director, they're going to give you an $80,000 Rolex watch. Not a Rolex, not a Rolex, but a Rolex watch that you can wear $80,000. Or the next choice you can get is a yacht that they will let you go to the Mediterranean and take 12 of your friends with you. Oh, you'll be big time there. Your friends will be, oh, I love LaShawn. I love Jenny. It's like, yes, I'm going to the Mediterranean, taking you for a week, all expenses paid on $1 million yacht. Folks, that is amazing. So then you go to the level 5 director. Now they're going to give you what? This is a Bentley. You get to pick which Bentley you want. You want that Bentley? You want a drop top, me being from California, love the sunshine? Or do you want to be like Big Ron, who's like 6'10", 6'11", and you want to be in a Bentley Flying Spur? So you get to pick up one of those Bentleys, but that's not the only choice you get. That's number 1 choice. You have 3 different choices here. Or you can pick the Ferrari. Yeah, I like the Need for Speed. Folks, that is a car for me. The Ferrari. Yes, I love it. So now you got the Bentley or the Ferrari. And again, like Kelvin said, all you have to do is the 3+1 program. Just put 4 people in, and you got all of this. And the last choice that you have is the Lamborghini, the Lambo. Oh my goodness! So you got the Bentley, Lamborghini, or the Ferrari. I want you to open your eyes in 2 years. Use your imagination here. Imagine that 18-wheeler pulling up in front of your house. All right, it stops, lets out the gas shots. Then guess what? Driver gets out, opens up the ramp, backs it down. Boom, then puts the car in there, sounding good. The engine's humming for you. Then it pulls up in front of your house. He gets out, walks up to the house like it's published clearinghouse, rings your doorbell. Ding dong, rings the doorbell. You come out and say, oh, wow, I was expecting it. So you walk out in front of your car, you want to get into it. But guess what? You got those nosy neighbors. That's right. They're all looking. How did you get that car? What did you do? Oh my goodness, I want one of those too. Hey, guess what? You just got more than 4 more sign-ups on your block just by a car pulling up on you. You might have 10, 12, 50 people come in just because you've shown what you could do. Now they see it, it's possible. And guess what? They want to get into. That is amazing. So we go over to level 6 director. So now they're going to give you what? $1 million bonus. That's right. They're giving you $1 million bonus. That's right. Kelvin showed you the money. That's right. Again, only 4 people. You have that money stacked up. Show me the money. Money, money, money. That's right. Money. I had that plan at the beginning of the webinar so we can say, money, money, money. We want to give this to you. Go ahead and do what you're supposed to do. 4, 3 plus 1 program. 4 scored 7 years ago. Hey, 7 gets to 1,000, 100 gets to 10,000, and on to the break of dawn. That's right. So we keep on rolling. So the next level director, guess what? You have 3 different options here. This is what I like. I'm a water baby, okay? Love the water. Yes. So I'll be out on this yacht, $1 million yacht. First of all, $1 million yacht. Take out the jet skis. I'm rolling in the jet ski. I'm loving that water splashing everywhere. Ooh, ain't nothing like the water healing and everything. Then I would go out and go and snorkel and scuba dive or parasail, whatever the case may be. But hey, our purpose is you. So you know what? I'm not going to take it on myself because I love you. You've helped me get to the where I'm at. So guess what? We're going to go on here together. I'm going to take all my friends out. We're going to go out, sit in a yacht, have our hors d'oeuvres and our dinner and our drinks. We're just going to have a blast because I love you, you love me, and we're doing this all together. Couldn't do it by myself. I needed your help. So folks, this is what's going to happen. Then when it's time to go to bed, this is where I'm laying my head right here. Woo, I'm out, loving it, stressed out. Oh yeah, I'm feeling good. Got my big screen on there, flat screen. I'm happening and I'm just going comfortable. But that's just one choice. Now, the second choice at this level, guess what? You get to pick a $1 million motorhome. That's right, it's a pandemic. So what? We don't care. Guess what we're doing? We're driving all across the USA, wherever we want to go. Florida, Vegas, New Orleans. We go wherever we want to go. Arizona, Texas, wherever we want to go, we can go. Wisconsin Dells. It makes us no difference because guess what? I have $1 million motorhome and I'm driving the world. Everybody else is sitting worried about the pandemic. Not us, not here. Guess what? Folks, it looks better than most people's homes. This is what it looks like on the inside. You're going to be rolling down the freeway. I'm driving on the freeway with my $1 million motorhome, not a pink Cadillac. We got $1 million motorhome for you. Guess what? You're not going to be driving because you got $1 million bonus. You got you a driver in this day. You're going to hire you a driver and they're going to take you coast to coast, doing the most, whatever you like, you can have it because we've earned it right here. Now, the third choice in this category right here, in this directorship, it is a $1 million vacation home. You pick it wherever you want it in the world. You want Brazil, Belize, Bahamas, Bermuda, you can have it. I like the bees, I always like the bees. So you can go anywhere like that, anywhere in the world. Or put your vacation home anywhere you would like. And you can put your basketball court up there, jacuzzi, pool, whatever the case may be. And that's $1 million. But you just saw Kelvin say, hey, you get 200 million. So you can add on to that if you want to. Buy the whole island. We don't mind, you don't mind. Because all it takes, again, is 4. That's right, keep that in your mind and you can make it work on a daily basis. Folks, here we go. Now we're gonna say, hey, which one would you choose? The Ferrari, Bentley, or the Lamborghini? Which one would you choose? Let me hear it.
Ferrari. Bentley.
All right, Lamborghini, Bentley. Hey.
Ferrari.
All right, I'm a Ferrari person with you. Yes, yes. All right, so now on the last one, which one would you choose? The $1 million yacht?
Vacation home.
Vacation home, her vacation home?
Motorhome.
Right.
Vacation home.
Vacation home.
Vacation home.
I love it. Hey, guess what? I'll take the yacht and we'll all switch every 4 months. How about that? Then we can go all around the world doing our thing. That's right. I always say, you, me, and we are going to change and transform the world. When we make that money that Kelvin just put out there, it's going to be amazing. So hopefully if you're a guest, you'll choose to be a part of our family here at Surge 365. That'll be the first thing that we want you to do. So let me tell you what, I want you to say, when you go out and test drive these vehicles that we have, I want you to see, make sure you test drive the correct vehicle. Take a look at this right here. Hey, I thought that was funny. Thank you, Kelvin, for that. That is amazing. So make sure you get in the right vehicle, test drive them all to see which one you like. So I'm gonna leave you here with Dr. Christopher Coakley, who's our president and CEO of the company, and tell you what, check out this video, see who you follow.
are you following and why? Who's the leadership that you're currently working with? Is it someone who's truly achieving success or someone who's running from company to company looking for an easy paycheck? People have got to know that if they change their lives and put everything on the line to achieve their goals and dreams, that their leader is absolutely committed. If I had to define leadership, I'd say it's the will and capacity to rally people towards a common goal or purpose, but most importantly, having the character to inspire confidence in people to absolutely do what it takes to win. Picking a leader or mentor is so important. I would have never achieved half of the things I've achieved in life if it wasn't for the mentors that I've had along the way. It's so important that you make sure you find someone, find a leader, find a mentor whose purpose, whose goals are in alignment with what you want to get out of life. See, everything, absolutely everything, rises or falls based on the leadership. If you're not in the right place at the right time with the right leadership, now might be the time for you to make a decision. Now might be the time for you to make a change. Now might be the time for you to find that company, find that leadership team that can show you how to achieve all your goals and dreams.
Woo! Yes, sir. Who are you following? That's what we want to know. Who are you following? We have this right here for you folks. I'm glad you stayed aboard. So let me go ahead and open up the line for you. Thank you guys for joining us. I really appreciate it. I know it was a phenomenal presentation we had. You know, Kelvin showed us all the money. Hey, I told you when Jay put out that excellent presentation out there, hey, he showed you everything. We had everybody joining in. Kelvin had his guests join in. We're doing a great thing here. So I just want to open up the lines a little bit. I see, let's see, who do I see out here? I see Philip Nelson. I haven't seen that name before. Philip Nelson, can you unmute yourself? Philip.
Yeah, I got you. I got you covered.
All right, Philip. Hey, how you doing this evening?
Oh man, just pretty good. Pretty good. Can't complain.
All right, Philip. You know, I don't know. What did you like best about what you saw on this webinar tonight?
Well, unfortunately, I joined it a little bit late. But from what I saw, so far is very interesting, and I'm interested in hearing more.
All right. I like that. Who invited you here, Philip?
Who invited you?
Oh, go ahead on, Kelvin.
Kelvin invited you. That's great.
I met Philip today. Kelvin's the exec who invited me.
All right. Yes, we love Kelvin. So did you get a chance to see him do his money presentation?
I didn't. See, that's the whole thing. I missed it. I missed it, Kelvin. I'm sorry, man. I tell you what, I had a lot going on, but I was trying to make it in. So I said, oh man, I got to get in here as quick as I can. But I jumped in late, but I caught some of it. Most of it was the presentations that you just finished.
All right.
But like I said, that kind of got my eyebrows raised a little bit. So I'm definitely, hey, I'm like a Doberman pincher right now. My ears are pointed straight to the sky.
Right. Go. I love it. So I know you're going to be coming in pretty soon. So from what you saw, we don't even see everything, but from what I'm hearing, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 meaning that you're not interested at all, but 10 meaning you're ready to sign up right now, where would you see yourself, Philip?
Oh, I got to hear more. I mean, if I had seen the beginning of it, I probably would be more intact with what's going on. But like I say, with what I heard, haven't been on, I guess 10 minutes probably now. So 10 or 15, 20 minutes at the most. And so I didn't catch a lot. So I just need to hear more. Like I say, hey, my ears are pointed to the sky. I'm listening. I'm listening. Right. So the next webinar you guys have, I'm telling you, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be on time. I'm going to make it a point to be there.
All right, Philip. I like to hear that because you will be definitely intrigued. And if you just like the 10 minutes you saw, Woo! You gonna really them ears up right now. You're gonna be, hey, you the leader right there. You I'm in there.
I'm already intrigued, but I'm intrigued already. But so I'm telling you, I'm listening. I'm definitely listening real close now. You got my attention. It's like, you know how you whistle at that pretty girl and she look around. That's me right there.
All right,
you got my attention.
I love all that positive energy. You're definitely going to work out right here. So I'm going to welcome you in before you even got in. So I'm going to say welcome, because I know once you get to Kelvin and he shows you everything, it's going to be amazing. So thank you very much, Philip. I really appreciate it. All right. Let's see who else we got out there that I haven't seen. LT's iPhone out there. LT iPhone. Can you unmute yourself? LT iPhone. Okay. All right. Angela out there. Angela, can you unmute? Can you say something, Angela? I see it's connecting to audio, so I don't know if you can speak, but can you speak? Okay. All right.
Try Mickey.
Say that again.
Try Mickey.
Okay. That's Mikey. How you doing, Mikey?
Yeah. I'm fine. And Kelvin, I'm not the mouse. I'm doing good. I've been trying to plug in on audio my friend Michael Griggs, and he's definitely very interested in coming aboard. I really wanted to see your actual breakdown, Kelvin. So, Mike, can you tell me what your thoughts are on my side so I can relate it to the team?
Well, I'm very interested. I'm very inspired because I want to help out the disabled communities. So I'm very inspired because I want to empower them. So I'm very empowered.
All right.
So the words are empowered and inspired. So thank you, gentlemen. You were the bomb diggity.
All right. Thank you very much, Mike. I really appreciate that. I understand we opened up a new path. You're going to be a pathfinder for disabled people. So we definitely need people. We don't know where you come from. Like Jay said, you can come from jail or Yale. It doesn't make a difference. So we appreciate it that you're coming in from where you are. We're going to open up a whole new community, a whole new branch for disabled people, and you're going to lead the way and be the pathfinder in that. So thank you very much, Mike. We take them all. It doesn't make a difference. So thank you very much. Have a great day. I really appreciate that. So let me go out to one more person. Let's see. Janie, are you there, Janie? Got to get Janie because she has.
Yes, I am here. Oh, I love, some of you guys that know me on that's already on the team know that I love Surge. Surge totally changed my mind. Changed my life. I have been so inspired and excited because this is the only place that I know that you can leave a legacy for your children's children. And I'm going to get that life again so I can fit in it. So I'm excited.
All right. Thank you very much, Janie. I appreciate it. She's always here. She's a trooper. I love her. She had 2 guests on here tonight. I know one is quiet, but that's all right. She had people here, and that's all that matters. Invite your people here. Let us go to work for you. Go ahead and send it out to Jay Johnson out in Clearwater, Florida. What you have to say? Closing comments, Jay.
Hey, thank you so much, Mr. Mott and Mr. Kelvin, and also Mr. Harvey Day. You all did a phenomenal job. You know, every time I see this, and it just sinks in and absorbs into my subconscious. I just want to ask a question. What if this actually worked? I mean, what if it worked in your favor? I mean, where would you be 3, 4, 5 years from now? Where would you be 10 years from now if you get started today? You see, when I first got started in this business, when I first got started in the industry, I wasn't ready to get started. Matter of fact, there was some gentlemen that invited me to a presentation similar to the one that you're looking at right now, and they told me about the possibilities and things of that nature. But I had a full-time job, I had a full-time business I was running, an entertainment company, and I was full-time dad. So I was like, well, I had no time whatsoever for me to do anything. But you know what? They got started in this business and they made over $60 million. And I'm thinking about all the money that I missed out on just because I was too busy to become wealthy. I was way too busy to be rich. I don't want you to be in that same situation that I was in. Think about where I would be today had I got involved at the time that they did. So this is the time for you right now to get involved. So we're going to give you an extended invitation for you to get involved today, so we start building your future, so you don't have to kick yourself like I did.
All right, all right. Thank you very much, Jay. Hey, I like to say it, I always say it. You think long, you think wrong. You think right, you sign up tonight and be making that money like Kelvin's putting out there for tomorrow. So Kelvin, I'm gonna go out to California and take it away. Let's hear what you're, the man with the money, showing us all the money. I love your presentation, man. You motivate me. We talk on the phone all the time. I love it. Go ahead, Kelvin. Let us know what you think, what your thought process is here.
This is what I love, okay? My goal for this month is to make $100,000. The audacity that I could say that, I love it. I don't know how many people on this phone, this call can say that tonight. Now, it doesn't happen by accident. I'm a businessman. I know how to put together the plan, structure the plan, work the plan so I can get the money that I need to make. And folks, we can teach you the same thing. Folks, I'm telling, and I tell people this, and I'm telling you, Philip, y'all, you come work for me. I'll make sure that your children's children, not work for me, work with me. Your children's children will never have to worry about money. And that's what I got to say. And that's just the beginning, this $100,000 this month. So back to you guys.
All right, all right. Thank you very much, Kelvin. Show me the money, the man with the money. You talking money, money's growing out his ears. $100,000 this month. That's what I'm talking about. Put it on the table. Put your money where your mouth is. That's what I'm talking about. Kelvin, we'll do it. So I'm going to go all the way out here to Cleveland, Ohio, the man of the hour. Hey, the radio personality. Wait till you hear what he has to say. I love him. He's been in the business. I worked with him. Outstanding guy, great integrity, very informative. The wisdom, the man with the wisdom. I'm going to say, take it away from Cleveland, Ohio, Mr. Harvey Zay.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Dennis Mott, you said a lot, to say the least. We appreciate you. And Jay Johnson, oh, what a great presentation starting us out tonight. Yeah, Philip, when you see the entire picture, of course, you'll get that too. But we have a lot to talk about because it has so much involved in this business. And the good thing about it is we have so much variety. You'll always find something that you will like in our business. We have people who come into our business like that. They say, well, I don't know if that's my purpose in life. And I said, well, what is your purpose? And they say, I want to be financially independent. And I say, well, you're at the right place. You're on purpose because, and they also told me they want to do some volunteer work and things like that, maybe build a home for the homeless, those sort of things. Well, we have the vehicle to help you do whatever your purpose is, because whatever it is, if it takes money, then you're at the right place. I've enjoyed this business so much. I have 3 very successful sons, and they all enjoyed the business that I was in because they wondered how come I was the only dad at their school sometimes. Sometimes there were moms there with their children when they were having events like theater productions or even at the football game and other activities. And they were saying, whatever that is, it's got to be good because you're always here with us. So we had plenty of time to do what we want to do. At the same time, you know, the good thing about this, that residual income that someone mentioned earlier, it is so good because during this pandemic, of course, those checks came in every month on time, every time, plus the weekly checks, and they just keep flowing. But when we leave a legacy for our children, our grandchildren, the good thing is about we get to live on that income while we're living, you see. So that way we enjoy the money and then we pass it on. So I always tell them, be legendary, like your dad, your granddad. So they know what to do now. And the more and more of the family members come into the business, more friends, more connections. And as Kevin was saying, you know, if you hang around wealthy people and you're number 11 around 10 wealthy people, it's going to happen. And we're wealthy. So we have more people together around us so that you'll see what we're doing You're coachable, you're teachable, you can't lose. There are many people come to this business with the right attitude, like Holton Bugs, and so many people who come in the business saying there is no limit. I was at a convention with Holton Bugs one day, and he didn't make as much money as he wanted to. He said, my goal for next year is to pay the internal revenue $4 million. He said, I want to pay $4 million in taxes. How much money would he have to earn to pay $4 million after all those tax deductions? He still wants to pay $4 million to help support the people who need the support. But there's just so many opportunities. We have more than 30 different streams of income that we can choose from. And that way we never choose to lose, and we can't lose with what we use. So everybody, let's do it. Let's have a good evening and make more money. We're back here next week, same time.
All right. Thank you guys very much. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you on the beaches and adventures of the world with lots of money in your pockets. Bye-bye till next week.
All right.
Well, by the way, every night at 6 o'clock, I do a presentation.
That's right.
So
that's good to know.
So I'll be doing it Monday through Friday at 6 o'clock. I do a webinar. So, and I'll get the information out for those who want to do it. I'll put that information in the chat. So hang on for a second, Jenny, so they can get the copy of that information, and we'll do that then.
Calvin?
Yeah.
6 p.m. Pacific time?
6 Pacific, thank you. I'm from California. I forget about
Pacific time.
8 p.m.
Forget it. You're in Chicago?
Yes.
6 p.m. Pacific time.
6 p.m. Pacific time.
Got it.
So let me get that out for you guys.
When you're all over the world, you got to remember time zones.
Yep.
It's the same. It's the same ID and all of that stuff, right, Kevin?
No, it's a different one. It's on. This is Dennis's ID. This one I'm going to give you my ID.
I put it in chat.
Good. They put it in chat for me. Thank you. And the password is get paid.
That's right.
All right.
Get paid.
So thank you. So at 6 o'clock, I do it Monday through Friday. Okay. So I just wanted to get that out there. Hey, I got to do as many as I can if I'm doing 100 grand this month. So.
Love
positive.
It. All right.
Positive.
There we go.
So, hey, let's get this party started right. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great.
Yes, right. You got to start to be great.
All right.
All right.
See you guys later.
We'll see everybody.
All right.
I'll get in touch with you, Philip.
Yeah,
Okay.
text me or call
I will.
me.